Hey guys, it's Allie, and before I even start this video, I feel like I should address this right here. I got really badly sunburnt, and I usually have my bangs down like this, so this entire side of my face didn't get sunburnt, but this side did, and I look like fucking Harvey Dent, but let's not worry about it, okay? That's not a bruise, by the way, that's just the fucking sunlight and the fact that I'm pale as shit, so, yeah. Um, so last week I cleaned this here craft box shelving unit thing. And I thought I should show you exactly what is in my craft box since I kind of just glazed over it and it was a very fast-paced video. So it was kind of hard to like see what exactly is in these things. But from this purple bag on is all my craft shit. Uh, I'm a nanny, so we do a lot of little kids' crafts and things just, to keep them learning and occupied. So let's start with this bag. So it was a, just gift bag thing, and it works for this. So I have a bunch of rolls of yarn, a bunch of skeins of yarn, um, and this is a blanket that I'm currently working on. It's still a work in progress. Most of these things are. I have a roll of green yarn, which will be prevalent in a upcoming video where I teach you how to make I teach you how to make Christmas sweaters the easiest way possible to make a sweater. Like, there's literally no easier way to make a sweater from my personal experience. So keep posted on that. Another skein of yarn. This is my red, and this is a work in progress sweater for Jaden. The green one is going to be for Ben, and then yeah, I'm gonna put a red B on Ben's and a green J on Jaden's. So yeah, I've got a little piece of lace or a little, I don't know, fucking ribbon that, I'll sew onto the end of a blanket just so you know which way's up. We've got another little thing of yarn, and then in here somewhere, yeah, there it is. I am currently working on gloves for Ben. It doesn't have a top yet because I'm still working on it, but it's got the thumb, it's got the little rest of the hand. This is another really easy thing that I taught myself. I don't use patterns. I just kind of go with it and see what I end up with. I have my yarn scissors. Very important to have a specific dedicated pair of yarn scissors, or you're not going to have scissors to cut your fucking yarn. It stays in here unless I am actively crocheting, in which case it stays right next to me, because otherwise I just don't have fucking yarn. I don't have yarn scissors. A work in progress scarf for Jaden. And then this is Jaden's current project here. This one. This one's going to be Ben's whenever he starts on his. A loom type thing, weaving for making a blanket. It was one of the easiest ways that I found to make a baby blanket. Not particularly like a very large blanket, but definitely it works for a baby blanket. It works for like a dog blanket, something simple for the kids to really get accustomed to working with yarn, keeping their sides correct, all that other stuff. And that's the other skein of yarn that goes with this. And that's all that's in here, other than, one of the kids' crochet hooks. All of my crochet hooks are on the side over there. So we're just gonna go ahead and stuff all this shit back in here. It does get really tangled, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not into spending any more time cleaning up this corner than I already have. So this goes there. This goes back here. Yeah. There we go. And then I think we'll start from the bottom and work our way up. Underneath, I have my giant slab of air dry clay. My giant slab of air dry clay. It is a 10-pound box. Pretty sure? Yeah, 10-pound box. Got so many uses. Really easy to paint with acrylic. So, just a basic thing to have. Play-Doh and baking clay. So you have to bake it in your oven at like 350 for an hour for it to set. But I've got a bunch of different things. I keep it in the foil so it doesn't make a mess. But yeah. And then this is just a carrying case for when I take the boys out somewhere and we're doing like a setting painting. Like if I take them to Garden of the Gods or something like that, I will keep paper, all of the art supplies in here, and they can kind of paint whatever they're gonna do. There's already a watercolor paint set there, or draw, or color, you know, whatever they're gonna do. Even if we're just going to like the DMV and I'm gonna be busy for a couple of hours and I don't want them getting into things, and I don't really like handing them screens or cell phones to play with when we're out. So, you know, I'll bring something for them to do. Then we have this box here. Here's another thing that is going to show up at some point. This is a survival mat. It's made out of 100% plastic bags from grocery stores, all that other stuff. I actually don't use plastic bags when I go grocery shopping. I use my reusable bags. But King Soopers has a giant box. I don't know how to explain King Soopers. It's just King Soopers. It's a grocery store. It has a giant box of used plastic bags out front that they, you know, go to recycle. But only like 20% of them are actually recyclable. So, you know, I'll go up to one of the cashiers or the managers and be like, hey, can I grab a bunch of plastic bags from that so I can make survival mats? And like, I'll bring one of these with me. This one I've been working on for like 2 weeks, so it's not very far yet. Here's the giant Plarn ball. Each one of these mats takes about 500 to 700 plastic bags to make, and it takes me about a month to finish one. They are used for my local population of people experiencing homelessness. They are weather resistant, they're bug resistant, they're mold resistant, they're really nice. Basically sleeping mats to sleep on top of to keep your blankets and stuff off the ground. They are quite plushy, so there's a little bit more of a soft thing to lay on. They keep the cold and the heat off you really nice, so I do make these. And then we have my bag. It's a tea turtle bag. We got the tea turtle bags from, what was it? Tea Turtle at Comic-Con. And I actually requested to have bags for this because I love how cute these little bags are. And, you know, I don't throw them away. I keep them for things like this, so I don't feel as bad about it, but, you know. In here we have all the construction paper, a bunch of canvases to paint on. These are still wrapped in plastic because I don't want them to get all types of messed up. I've got, like, index cards, that type of thing. This is really just, like, my paper canvas type deal. These are my markers that the boys are not allowed to use. These are the Crayola Super Tips, and they're washable markers. They draw thin and thick, and it's got like the giant array of colors. My box of crayons with them in order of color because I have OCD and things have to be in order. I go fucking insane. A old phone book. We use this for paper mache, so we kept an old phone book. It's the only use for phone books nowadays. Bag of paint. This is all acrylic paints and some watercolor palette things that come in like Crayola stuff. And some paintbrushes, and that's all that's in this bag is just paint. This is assorted markers, crayons, colored pencils, anything that isn't in its box anymore essentially is in this bag. And then a little stencil, pom-poms, and cotton balls, because these are really fucking nice to have for any craft that I do, to be honest. And then adhesives. So we have tape, glue, glue sticks, glitter glue, hot glue, my hot glue gun, little gemstone, rhinestone things, more tape, and just, you know, adhesives. In this bag, I have pipe cleaners and popsicle sticks, and then inside this bag I have another bag that is full of like little wooden beads and things, just little wooden beads. I just spilled them all over the floor. That's wonderful. But yeah, just assorted colorful stuff. Something about all that stuff really seemed like it went together for me. That's everything in that box that is empty now, so really, really organized. Or at least as organized as it's going to get when I have a 9-year-old and a 6-year-old. So, let me go ahead and put all that stuff back. And then, working our way up, I've got a roll of tape that's supposed to go in the adhesives bag, but didn't for whatever reason, so I'll just put it over here. A stake for the ground outside. We'll put this like right in the middle, and I have a bunch of screws screwed into my wooden fence so that I can take yarn and weave it around and give a kind of like laser obstacle course for the kids. Just keep them occupied. I'm going to take this down because if I try to take this, it's just going to be a mess. In here, I have all of my sewing equipment and all of the donations things. So I have like a giant pack of pads to separate into blessing bags and stuff. That's another video that is coming up, blessing bags, what I put into them, what goes into them, what you should put into one, that type of thing. I've got my crochet hooks. Let's see if I can open this up. All my crochet hooks. I actually got this bag and all these clear crochet hooks from Kaz. Y'all know Kaz. The Beast Trained. They're so fucking cool. But yeah, just a bunch of random fabrics and things to make into things that are nice. Random drawing that I did. Don't know. This is a box of donation bags, blessing bags. Not really going to go into that because that's going to be a whole video within itself. So just go ahead and put that off to the side. Then we have this is another bag. This is the less used bag. So, you know, all the things that are used on a regular basis go down here because I don't want my younger kid getting into this because it can fall on top of him and hurt him, and that's no fun. So, got liquid latex and a measuring tape just sitting out. I don't know why. Don't ask questions. Got some tissue paper. I've got fabric paints, an egg carton, don't ask, some paint rollers, yarn. This is seasonal stuff that I have pre-made for things like Christmas, Hanukkah, Halloween, all that stuff. Pre-made, it's really great. I have a poster set for next year, for the school year, because, you know, and that's all that's in that bag, or that box. So, yeah, I'm just gonna rebuild it so you can see just how easy it is to keep this stuff organized. I'm gonna drop that in there, drop these in here, paint, yarn, up, box, This goes up. Bag goes up. All done. Yeah, so that was all of my craft stuff. I'm lifting up my my tripod here. And yeah, that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. Leave me ideas for more videos because I have about 3 months of videos planned and I'm filming so much this week because I'm off this week and I can get that done. So if you see me in this dress again, it's because I'm filming 12 videos today. Yay! I will see y'all on a Tuesday or Thursday because that's when I post every Tuesday and Thursday. Bye!